Chapter 1056 Cross Guild. We have Katakuri and Oven in the cover about to attack Ichiji, Niji, Yonji and Ryuju. The chapter starts after the banquet has already ended. Shinobu and Reizawa are lying in the bed malnourished while the Red Scabbards are asking them to hold on. The Red Scabbards accept what Aramaki said, that Keidao was a deterrent that kept their enemies away. Kinemon apologizes because he was in Curie with Churu while everything happened. Nekomamushi tells him to not worry because the damages were minimum thanks to Momonosuke's efforts and asks him how is Churu doing. Kinemon reveals that she was received a severe burn on her face but there is no risk in her life. Meanwhile we see Churu talking with Achocho about Kinemon's return and that he has already gone to the capital and she may go to the capital too because she wants to be with Kinemon. Back to Kinemon, we see him blush while saying that Churu is as beautiful as always. Inuarashi says that's too sweet even for dogs. Nico laughs. Kiku thinks that's lovely and Reizawa lying in bed malnourished is saying that he wants to be popular. The scene changes. Carrot arrives because she was called by Inuarashi and Nekomamushi. Inu tells her to become the king of Makomo Dukedom. At first Carrot reacted with a king. Yaoi okay as if she didn't give it too much importance until she realized what they were talking about and ends up saying that she doesn't want because there is no way she can do it. Inu and Nico tells her that they are going to stay in Wano to protect Momo as samurais and she is one of the few talented people who has gone to overseas, so she should have what is needed for the next era. Carrot still complains saying that a stronger person would be better but Shishilian appears saying that their duty is the protection of the country. Wanda tells her that she will support her and that this is the decision of the dukes. Plus she inherited Pedro's will. The scene ends with Nekomamushi saying that he will leave Zo to them. Now we see Momonosuke, Hiyori and Sukiyaki. Sukiyaki told them that he is their grandfather. They hugged him. Sukiyaki apologizes and thanks them. Momo tells him that he is reassured of having a blood relative alive. While looking at the Red Scabbards he tells them that as he thought, they realized his identity. Korematsu replies that he knew he couldn't be a normal swordsmith when he was wearing a Tengu mask even though there wasn't ANV festival and Kiku also savs that it would be rude to guess right. Meanwhile Kinemon is thinking. Then we see his surprised face because he didn't even think of the possibility of Tengu being Tsukivaki. Sukiyaki says that he has something to tell them but after that, he wants to retire without the civilians knowing about him. Next, we see the crew. Frankie is surprised that Pluton is not only in Wano but that it existed. Luffy remembers about it a bit. Luffy, the thing that Frankie burned the blueprints. Robin, yes, the ancient weapon that has the name of a god. Pluton, do you want it? Luffy, I don't need it. Robin, I thought so. But why did Oden want to release that? While they were talking about weapons, a beautiful Shinobu appears with Otama asking if they are saying that mature women's are weapons. Tama, doing a ninja pose, tells Luffy that she has become Shinobu's apprentice and asks Luffy to make her his nakama the next time they meet. When she becomes stronger, Nami runs to hug her saying that she is so cute and Luffy accepts saying that if she can use ninjutsu he agrees. While Tama is happy we see Karibu who heard about Pluton saying that he has to tell to that person. A few days have passed. You can see the people from the flower capital happy. We see Momo who is looking at the city while receiving work as Shogun. Momo is looking at the happy kids talking. He starts walking and every time people meet him they call him Shogun. Momo opens a door happy and tries to tell Zoro to teach him a bit of swordmanship but then he realizes that there is no one in the room. He starts running through the castle calling the Straw Hats names including Yamato but he doesn't find anyone. He ends up finding Hiyori who was with two playing the shamisen. Momo asks her about Luffy and the others but she tells him that they already left after they greeted the others. Momo surprised because they didn't say anything to him and Kinemon appears to talk about the same topic. The other Scabbards greeted Luffy and company but nothing was told to Kinemon and Momonosuke. We see Luffy, Kid and Law at Tokage Port. Law is telling Luffy to change the day they leave Wano but Luffy complains saying that they had already decided to leave today. Kid says that it can't be helped if it's a coincidence and they decide to choose different routes from the log pose now that it's fixed to northeast, east and southeast. Kid and Luffy, the middle one, east. Law, northeast. Kid and Luffy choose the middle one thinking that it would the one that advanced the most but in truth northeast is the one that advances forward the most. Law mocks them for this since they decided to take different directions. Kid and Luffy do a lottery to see which one goes to the east, and Kid ends up winning, and Luffy tells Kid that he lost even though he is the Yonkou, which makes Kid a little mad, but then he says that the one who can't accept as Yonkou is Buggy. We see a page with Buggy, Crocodile and Mihawk in the newspaper and the logo of Cross Guild. Luffy is surprised to see that and asks why does it look like they are Buggy's subordinates. Zoro looks at them and says he doesn't believe that, especially not for Mihawk. Law says that if Buggy was able to make those two obey him, then it's appropriate to call him Emperor, but Luffy replies telling him that Buggy is an idiot. We get information about Cross Guild from Kid. It seems that they put bounties to Marine soldiers, and now the Navy have to be afraid of even civilians who could kill them. Law gives Kid a copy of the road poneglyph saying that they have the right to have it. Killer says that they have to become serious about this to participate in the battle for the One Piece. Kid asks Killer if he is trying to say that they should find the man with the burn wound even though they have no clue about where is he. Luffy is curious about this. Same for Robin, and Law makes an interesting expression which could basically be that he knows who he is talking about or that he is just hearing the conversation without knowing anything. But Kid doesn't tell him about him because that's better for them. The chapter ends with Momo shouting if Yamato has left too. But Yamato was at the roof and shouts to Momo that it's time to go with Luffy and that it's time to live like Kuzuki Oden.